Hey everyone, welcome to another informative and educational life insurance video. What I want to do today is answer a question that I get asked a lot as a life insurance broker, and that is, can I put my life insurance in a trust? The answer is yes. Now, to explain how you could do this, what I'm going to do for you is revisit the 5 parties of a life insurance contract. So let's get into it, all right? So the first is the insurer. Second is the insured. And I will explain who all these parties are in a second. The third is the policy owner. The fourth is the payer. The fifth is the beneficiary. Okay, so who are all these parties? All right, so let's get started with the insurer. The insurer is the life insurance company, also called the carrier. So if you hear the term carrier or insurer, know that they're talking about the life insurance company. The one with the big bucks. They're the one that's paying up the money when the person died. So they're the one that gives you the opportunity to put insurance on a person's life. So insurer is the life insurance company. Insured. Insured is the person's life that's being insured. So that's why they call them insured. It works the same when you're talking about a property and casualty and they give you auto insurance on your vehicle and all that. The person who's driving the vehicle, who has the insurance, they're the insured, okay? So in life insurance, the person's life that's being insured, they are the insured. Out of all these parties, this is the only one that has to be a natural person because you cannot put life insurance on an entity. So it has to be a natural person. This is the only one. The others could be a natural person. Some of the others could be a natural person or an entity, all right? So, insured, the person, natural person, whose life is being insured, okay? Policy owner. The policy owner is the one that owns the policy, right? Now, sometimes it is the insured that owns the policy, but it doesn't have to be. And remember, I just said that the insured is the only one that has to be a natural person, right? A policy owner doesn't have to be a natural person. So a policy owner could be an entity or a person. Okay, so could the trust own the policy? Absolutely. So the trust could be the policy owner, right? The policy owner gets all the policy owner's benefit. So the trust could operate as the policy owner or not. It doesn't have to be, right? But the policy owner gets all the policy owner's benefit, like leveraging the policy, making decisions on the policy, choosing who the beneficiary is going to be, changing beneficiaries, borrowing against the policy, transferring the policy to someone else. So the owner have owner's rights. They could do all that. This person doesn't have to be the insured, and this person doesn't have to be healthy. Only the insured. So you can have an unhealthy person getting benefits from a life insurance policy because they're not the insured. For example, I could be unhealthy and I own a policy, but I insured my wife's life. So she's in the show. She has to be healthy, but I own the policy. Therefore, I can borrow against the policy. I can change who the beneficiary. So I have all those rights as a policy owner. I'm just not the insured. All right. So just understand that the policy owner can be the insured, but they don't have to be. And it could be an entity that have the policy owner's rights as well. The next is the payer. So this is who pays the premium. Again, that could be the same as the insured. That could be the policy owner that pays the premium, or whoever. It could be grandma that's paying the premium, and grandma is really not the policy owner. That could happen. So the payer doesn't have to be, it could be somebody else. But typically, it's the same as the policy owner, but not always. The payer could also be the trust. If we wanted that to be. The trust could be, all the money could be coming out of the trust. The trust could be the policy owner, the trust could be the payer, and the trust could also be the beneficiary. So again, policy owner could be the entity or person, payer could be an entity or person, beneficiary is who receives death benefit. Who receives death benefit? Again, that could be the trust. You can set it up where the money, instead of going to a person, it could go to the trust, okay? So why would a person want to put the money back in a trust instead of going to build generational wealth? Follow the Rockefeller method, right? So instead of the money going towards people who can spend it or do whatever, they could have it in a trust, where the trust, there's the document and the guidelines of how things are supposed to be managed and run in a trust. And they have board of directors in some cases where they determine how the money is managed, and the trustee is in charge of executing all that. So this is a way for it to be funneled back into the entity so the money does not run out. Because if your relationship with money is to spend it and you give it to a daughter or a son and they don't know what to do with it and they spend it, then it does not build generational wealth. It goes away. But if you have it in a trust with guidelines of how to manage it, the money keeps funneling back into the trust, and only thing it do is keep growing, right? So that's why people talk about using a trust with life insurance. And so I just want to recap real quick. The trust could be used as the owner, as the payer, as the beneficiary as well. So the trust could be all those, right? But people typically don't set it up like that. What I've seen people doing is the trust owning the policy and beneficiary. But again, everything could be running through the trust, right? Policy owner, the trust could pay for the policy, and the money could go right back to the trust, so it stays there. But insured is the person's life that's insured, okay? So hopefully that explains how you can use a life insurance in combination with a trust, and how the Rockefellers are famous for doing that and protecting their wealth over generations, where it keeps building. So if you find the information valuable, please let me know by giving me a like. That's how I would know. If you have a comment or question, feel free to leave it in the comment section. And if you haven't already done so, I don't know why you wouldn't, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell, so anytime we release a video, you're one of the first to be notified. Now, before I go, I want to share something else with you. Everything that I just talked about and a lot more is in my book that I just released in June, now available in Amazon. It's called Get Your Life Together. Okay, life insurance, financial education, also meaning loans, income, final expenses, and education. So multiple meaning to the word life. So you could get this book on Amazon today, and it's a very easy read. It's about 100 pages. You can read this in a weekend. Talks about everything life insurance basics as well as advanced strategies like how to use policy loans, the infinite banking concept, the tax advantages of life insurance, for wealth transfer, retirement income, all that, okay? So make sure you get your copy. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comment section. Until next time, talk to you soon.